A few days before the first Trump-Kim summit in Singapore last June, Kim Jong Un's first stop was China. President Xi Jinping and Kim reached consensus on pushing forward denuclearization.
When the Trump-Kim summit is taking center stage, China's role is invisible but vital. Its most important contribution is a decade-long consistency.
Rocket Man is on a suicide mission for himself.
They will be met with fire and fury.
And then we fell in love, okay? No, really. He wrote me beautiful letters.
These rollercoaster changes have been no less dramatic on the other side. The DPRK once threatened to turn the US and South Korea into a sea of fire.
The entire United States is within range of our nuclear weapons, and a nuclear button is always on my desk. This is reality, not a threat.
Just months before, Kim embraced the southern neighbor and vowed complete denuclearization.
When Pyongyang and Washington are making U-turns in both words and deeds, Beijing had seemed much less dramatic.
China has maintained the same direction since the DPRK detonated its first nuclear bomb in 2006.
China's stance on the Korean Peninsula is consistent. We hope all sides can work together to maintain peace and achieve denuclearization.
Experts believe China's consistency has kept the talks focused on its original agenda: no war and no nuclear weapons. To prevent the peninsula from sliding into war, China gathered the US, the DPRK, South Korea, Russia, and Japan in Beijing for rounds of talks beginning in 2003. When the DPRK continued to launch nuclear and missile tests, Beijing approved and implemented tough UN sanctions against its traditional ally.
China urges the international community to fully implement the UN resolutions.
This comes as Pyongyang, Washington, and Seoul all have their own and sometimes changing priorities on the Korean Peninsula.
For example, Washington said it was seeking regime change in the DPRK, which provoked Pyongyang. Pyongyang wants to use nuclear negotiation as a leverage to boost its regional influence, which the South does not want to see. South Korea wants to achieve reunification. All this complicates the situation.
With different players pursuing different goals, experts say China's consistency in dealing with the core issues is a force of stability. Han Peng, CGTN, Hanoi.